The best-selling book, The Girl on the Train, sold more than 23 million copies worldwide. It was also turned into a film starring Emily Blunt, which I watched last night and then I didn't sleep very well. Let me put it that way. Well, now it's heading to the stage with the brilliant Giovanna Fletcher taking on the lead role. Oh, my goodness. So this is the role that Emily Blunt plays.
Yes, it's Rachel Watson.
Rachel Watson. Just explain for those who haven't yet got into this book or the film so far.
So it's all about a lady called Rachel Watson who's at a really dark point in her life, a low point, but every day she gets the train to work. And every day she sees this couple who are they basically represent everything that she has lost in her life and everything that she thought her life would be. So she becomes, I don't know, quite intrigued, fascinated by them. Everything is about them, and she paints this whole world around of who she thinks they are. And one day she's going past on the train and she spots the woman in that couple kissing someone.
A different person.
Else.
Right,
yes. The next day that person goes missing. The woman goes missing.
Right.
So it's all about Rachel trying to piece together what her part is.
And she's quite a disturbed person, isn't she?
She is, and her memory just isn't there because of various reasons. You know, she has these massive, memories, memory loss, and they're just this empty space, basically, where she just can't remember.
And is she an alcoholic?
Yes, she is. Yeah, she's an alcoholic, so because of that, her memory's just not there. And so it's about trying to piece together the story and her understanding what her role was to play.
It's an extraordinary murder mystery weaved in, and it's really female-led. I mean, the main characters are, the men are sort of there, obviously, and they play a role. But actually, it's all about the intriguing inner life of what we think perfect marriages look like. And you are somebody, you have what looks like a perfect marriage, but it's also that thing, isn't it, of we never know, do we?
You never know, and
we imagine what other people's lives are like, and they're often very different.
And it really sets us all up to fail, right? If we're always comparing ourselves to other couples who, I always, whenever it's, I probably shouldn't, but whenever it's anniversary or anything like that, I always have to caveat, I think hashtag perfect couple is just such a load of nonsense. You know what I mean? It's not that. You all get stresses, you all carry different things. But sadly for Rachel, she's come out of a marriage and was, treated very badly within that marriage, with the divorce, and everything is just stacked against her.
And just to be clear, this is spooky. I mean, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, this. I watched it last night. I should not have watched it before bedtime. Let me put it that way. But you are a self-confessed scaredy cat.
I can't do it.
You've done 3 spooky thrillers. You did Ghost, didn't you, as well?
I did 222, A Ghost Story, Wish You Were Dead, and now this. So I think maybe because I feel the fear.
It's like the fear is real in you.
And the perfect one to be put in
all the jump scares and stuff.
And that's why, I had the book for a long time and wanted to read it and just didn't get round to it. Then the film came out and I was like, I can't do that. But I'm very bad at putting myself in a position where I feel scared. But doing it in this way is fascinating. And knowing that you're bringing the audience along for the ride is great.
And now it makes complete sense in a way that while you then you decide to do Christmas in July because you're like, I need a lot of joy, a complete overwhelming sense of joy in the middle of summer. What is this about the Fletchers doing Christmas in July?
Tom's Christmas obsessed. He writes books all about Christmas. And actually, when he's writing, it's really good to have a bit of Christmas around. But it's his birthday in July. And so for many years, I have thrown him Christmas Day in July. And the first time it ever happened, it was awesome because it was also a really overcast day. Everyone came around in their Christmas jumpers.
Did all the McFly boys come round?
Yeah. Literally, we started the day with putting the tree up, watching the snowman and Father Christmas because I feel like that's a tradition that has to happen every Christmas day.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we played board games in the evening.
And what do you do actually when it comes around to Christmas? Because
I do it again.
You just do it all again.
It's a nice, a halfway point. Kind of go, let's go all out.
That's brilliant. And you're so busy, and you're always so giving of everything. With everything you say and everything you do, you're always such a sort of an honest operator, I think.
Thank you.
And one of the great things you do is the Copperfield Trek, which you organise.
Yeah, I head up the treks,
It's a big thing and it's a big responsibility, but you just came back. Where did you... It's the Himalayas.
This year, and we did Brecon Beacons. So next year we've got 5 treks. Basically, I joined in 2017, the treks existed, and I just absolutely fell in love with them. I love the fact that you bring a group of strangers together and everyone just bonds in a way that I've never seen in life, actually. I've never seen that happen. And I just thought I want to do more of this.
And just explain what you're raising money for.
So
just for
Copperfield are a breast cancer awareness charity who target basically everyone, but they do target the younger people within the generation, within the community, to just make everyone aware that breast cancer doesn't discriminate. Anyone can get breast cancer. Men can get breast cancer. 400 men a year in the UK alone are diagnosed with breast cancer. Age isn't a thing. And Chris, a very dear friend of mine, she founded Copperfield because she was diagnosed at 23 with breast cancer, having been to the doctors at 22 with symptoms and told it was nothing, it was hormonal. At 23, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. A week later, she was told it was stage 4, so it was secondary. She lived for 15 years and she sadly passed away in May, but she has created this amazing legacy that I feel so honoured to be able to reach more people with through the Tregs.
And you've raised, I think, they're going to tell me how you've raised 5 million.
5 million.
I mean, 5 million.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But also, it's the thing of every Trek now, we reach, on average, 20 million people. 20 million people are hearing the signs and symptoms of breast cancer, knowing that it can affect them, knowing that they just have to get aware of what their bodies are doing.
And before you go, I've got to ask you about Danny.
Yes.
From the Queen of the Jungle to now the second King of the Jungle from the McFly. What is going on? What is it you're all on? You're training each other for a world takeover. How is he?
Oh, he's really good. He's really good. He left us a massive voice note, actually, for me, some of the kids, which the kids loved listening to, because in Danny's style, it was all very, very funny. But he's relaxing with, Cooper, Georgia and his mum, and taking a well-earned break.
Is he? You said he switched off his phone.
He didn't for a long time have his phone on. He's now left his voice. He left us a voice note, so he is there. But I think it's when you're in a little bubble like that, and suddenly you have this device. I think it feels very different to suddenly be aware of, oh God, everyone wants something of you.
And also, you've been away from your family for so long. You must have
Yeah,
felt
soak
that you
it
just wanted to. You want to give them your full, undivided attention.
Although all
especially
my
the
kids wanted to do when I got home, I remember they had a massive cuddle, which felt like it lasted forever, and then they were like, come and watch it, come and watch it. So they sat me down.
Can we just watch it all again? Yeah. Amazing. Right, so, Giovanna, you're on tour across the UK with The Girl on the Train from January the 14th, and it begins at London's Richmond Theatre. It's going to be so, so good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Super stuff. Good luck with it all.